You're at 122% over capacity.
That's correct.
How do you make that work? I mean, we've seen the stories about they're in bunk beds, they're in gymnasiums. Why is this permitted? Why don't the fire marshal step in and say this is?
Well, the fire marshal does on a regular basis.
That's okay. They passed off.
No. It's not okay. It's not okay. Before we can increase the capacity, we have to sit with the fire marshal and absolutely show the design, the layout of where we're going to put the additional beds. I don't like it, but I have no control who comes into the system. And sometimes the fire marshal says, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that. The reason we're allowed to do that in some cases is that we're taking program space. This is how we shoot ourselves in the other foot. We take program space away from those programs that men and women incarcerated absolutely need. A lot of our population has no training, no education, so programs are things to better themselves, so when they return to society, they become a credit to society, not a debit to society. When we give up the program space, there's no place for the programs to continue. So in a lot of cases, in a lot of facilities, the program space is sacrificed to put bunk beds to make room for people who are showing up at Lexington that, once again, we have no control over who comes into the system. That's how we got to where we are. The Criminal Justice Code, that's where we are right now, I should say. The Criminal Justice Code in Oklahoma is the engineer of the train driving that train to what has brought us to this point now. The 85% laws, the 50% laws, the mandatory sentences have not had the desired effect that everyone was expecting.